Hi and welcome to my channel on mental health. In this video I'm going to be talking about resilience. Now, when we're born with a certain amount of resilience. Resilience in itself is our inner strengths which help us to cope better with difficult situations, the challenges that occur throughout our life, our day-to-day life, throughout our life, helps us to adapt better to that. But over time, it changes. Everybody has our resilience are all different because of other people, it's not the same. We don't all get affected by the same thing. Different things may occur in our lives that affect all that and how we cope with it. So that change over time, it changes from time to time. When we're suffering, some people, I should say, I will get my words right here. If you're suffering with poor mental health, lacking in resilience, it can make it difficult to adapt to those situations, what is occurring around it, and coping and how you cope with it, and quite often coping with it in an unhealthy way because of it. But it doesn't mean to say that nobody, even lacking in resilience, you haven't got that ability there to build back on that resilience. It doesn't take away that problem. Having resilience, being resilient doesn't take away the problem that has occurred, those difficulties that has occurred. It just helps us to recover better from those challenges, lifetime events, traumas, difficulties that have occurred, that has affected us. It just helps us recover better, adapt better to it in a more positive way, being able to adapt better and have those strategies there, those positive strategies, skills. Is like basically it takes practice, it takes time and practice to be able to do that. It doesn't mean to say when something occurs, how we react to that, we're still going to feel angry. We still may feel angry, resentful, sad. When our mental health is being affected, it's natural. It's a natural thing that occurs, but it's how we cope with it. And having resilience there can help us cope better with it, get us through those difficulties in a more better way, in a more healthier way as well. So building back, we can all do it. It's for everybody really, because from time to time our mental health may get affected through certain things. The stress helps us deal with that stress and so forth, like that helps us deal with, if suffering with poor mental health. Over time, it takes time and it takes practice from recovery from those situations, recovery from an illness. It takes time. Building back on resilience, it takes time. It's not something that it's going to work overnight. It's a skill that has to be practiced and takes time. So building back on resilience is about staying connected, building strong, healthy relationships with friends and family, even in the community as well. Like voluntary, being around people and building on that close connection there with others will help build back the resilience there, will help strengthen the inner, because the resilience is our inner strength. It can help with all of that and help with what is going on with our emotions when we have difficulties there, the difficult situations that occur as well. So building on staying connected, building on like connection there, connection with others, because we like connecting. Us humans, we like socially connecting with others, and if we're pulled away from that, it can start to affect us in some sort of a way, feeling isolated, feeling lonely, how it affects us within our emotions. So the resilience gets affect our strengths there, our inner strengths there. So building back with connection in the community, like I said, voluntary, helping others, it can build back that resilience. Friends, family, close connection, building on strong relationships can help us get through those difficulties. So that's the connections there. Having a meaning, having a purpose will help us with our future. We can't do nothing about our future, but we can change our past. So having a meaning there, a purpose there, doing things that is going to give us a purpose in life, a meaning, being meaningful, I should say. Like having goals, setting out goals that can help us with our future as well. So having that meaning there, having a purpose there. When you've got a purpose there, it can help us move forward as well. So the meaningfulness as well. There are many things that can help build back that resilience with us as well. And also as well, past experiences, what we've been through in our past, if like suffering with poor mental health, and how we've got through that in the past, suffering with the difficult challenges that occur in life. Like sometimes some people may become more sensitive to certain situations that occur and cause that stress, that anxiety. So past experiences, how we deal with our past experiences can help us in the future, because even writing it down sometimes, a journal of how we have coped with past experiences can help with our resilience as well, because it can help us with our behaviour and how we behave in certain situations in our future as well. The positive behaviour or the negative behaviour, it can help build back that resilience there. So think about certain situations that are occurring or may keep occurring. At first you may think that you haven't got that ability there to cope with it, but you may have come across that similar situation before and have coped through it and have got yourself through it and recovered from that as well. So it's past experiences that can really help build back our resilience as well. Looking after yourself is good for us mentally and physically, but it can help with our inner strengths, building on our resilience as well. Like exercise, the general things that we can do in our routine, our day-to-day living, that can help build back that resilience. Exercise, healthy eating, making sure having enough sleep and so forth. All the relaxation techniques as well, making sure we have relaxation techniques fitted into our routine, because it can help us feel calm and can help us feel grounded. Relaxation techniques, like if you're into some yoga's pretty good. Meditation is very good. It can help us be more mindful of a situation, be more aware of a situation, of what is going on in a more mindful way. It can help us get through those difficulties, help us make us feel more grounded and more focused as well. And also as well, like your breathing exercises is very good to reduce the stress, the anxiety that occurs around difficulties. Certain stresses is okay, but too much is not so good for us either. So relaxation techniques fitting in with your day-to-day routines that can benefit and help build back that resilience there. Like I said, it doesn't take away that problem, if with an illness or a situation, a difficult, challenging situation, but it helps us and gives us that ability, because we've all got that ability. Every one of us have got that ability to make that change in that situation, that difficult situation. We've all got that ability there. Sometimes it can't happen straight away. You may feel like you can't do it, but it doesn't mean to say you're never going to do it. It may just take a bit longer to do. Building that resilience doesn't occur overnight. Building back that resilience doesn't occur overnight. It's something that takes a little bit of time and practice as well. It's a skill that we all have to learn from time to time when things occur, but it just helps us in future situations as well. Help us to adapt to those difficulties in a better way. Gives us it helps us to cope better, the coping strategies that we can use alongside it as well. So there are many things that, the things that you can do to build back and help. It's all about helping oneself as well, but also as well, when we've got that resilience there and something occurs, we can quite often be able to reach out for that help and that support that we may need, through difficulties we may need. But it's very good as well to have a bit of support there from time to time. But most of it is done by ourselves. All what we do to help with our mental health, even with coping with an illness, it comes from that person. Nobody can take that pain or suffering away. It has to come from that person. But everybody else can be there to help and support those and encourage those as well. Give them that encouragement, give them that hope that things will get better, give them the hope there and so forth like that. But also when I said about meaningful, is building on that strength, that inner strength to help you see past that difficult situation as well. Having a purpose, a meaning there, building on that can all help us see through past that difficult situation. Because quite often when you're in a difficult situation, you can't see past it. But building on that resilience will help you to be able to do that as well. So we've all got that ability there. We've all got that inner strength. But from time to time, when things occur, we may lag it a bit. It may lack a little bit. So it's all about building back that resilience to be able to cope and adapt better with lifetime changes. It's accepting learning to accept that change, making a change for the better, for better mental health as well, because it can only get better over time. It just takes a bit of time to be able to get to make it better as well. So I'm going to end the video there. Please share if you're watching on Facebook, and if you wish to subscribe to my channel, feel free to, and see you in the next video.